Hello, I wanted to make a quick video about flat earth as a search term. Now, I like to check it every once in a while and see how it's doing, and you can see here the Google Trends only goes back to as far as 2004 because I tried to enter an earlier date and it wouldn't allow it. So I'm guessing that's when they started you know, watching trends, and looks like it's been on a steady incline. There's a few spikes, go all the way up to 100. It's from 0 to 100. But you can see that from 2015, interesting because January 2015 is when I first heard of it, and I used to watch YouTube like a hawk at that time, and I typed in the words flat earth in YouTube and it would show me a number of how many search results popped up, and I watched it go in January 2015 from a few hundred videos on YouTube that came up as a result of searching for the words flat earth to literally like 1 million in a few months. So that's a period of a year, and you can see how much it spiked. And so from January 2015 to 2016, and then it went back down, but it's still slowly increasing, and you can see it's going up here. November 2017, they just, or no, it's the 2018 now, and let's see, it's going back down, but overall you can tell that it's halfway between the highest point, and that's still much higher than it was in the beginning of January 2015. And so I'm projecting or predicting based on this graph that it's just going to keep going up like that. We'll have a few more spikes probably, but yeah, this is really good news because that means people are waking up. And if it wasn't true, we would have squashed it and it never would have gained momentum, because if it's so easily disprovable, this never would have caught on. We were just basically all sleeping in a slumber in a daze while they spun us lies, and in my heart and my mind I always knew that we're not spinning. That never sat right with me. They could tell me it was a ball spinning in space all they wanted to, and I just never felt like I would sit there and think about that, ponder that concept. How can water doesn't stick to a flying ball in any scientific experiment where it can't even recreate that. Whatever that scientific property is that keeps water flying, from flying off a spinning ball is not repeatable, and that's what science is. You have to be able to repeat it. So I've always wondered, at what point does the atmosphere become the vacuum of space? How can the atmosphere be spinning around, at the same time? And if we were truly spinning, jet fuel is so expensive. If we can really just go up, into space, why don't we, if we could go to the moon and all that, why can't we just make air transportation vessels for the public to go up, all the way up, exit the atmosphere, and let the Earth do all the work and spin around, and then you come back down on your destination? It would save a lot of time. It doesn't really take that long to go pretty high up there. And I mean, we can go 100,000 feet and there's still no curve, no visible curve. NASA says we can see it at about 40,000 feet, and even that is disputable. I get a lot of different answers when I've tried to look at the exact height you need to be to see the curve. And but basically, at 100,000 feet, you should definitely be able to see it, and yet we can't with high altitude balloons and no fisheye lens. So that is that. We are waking people up, and it's not stopping, and certainly keeps gaining momentum, and that is encouraging. And I just wanted to go here real quick and talk about flat Earth, around the world. This was an evangelist and a prominent proponent of flat Earth theories. He was kind of led this flat Earth town in Illinois in let's see, the late 1800s. So I think that's pretty cool. I think they still have a sign up that says something about flat Earth in Zion, Illinois. So I think that would be cool to have another town again, like a flat Earth town. I guess he also had a radio station. So this would be fun, to research if you want. Also, there was this flat Earth museum in Canada, which I remember opened like maybe a year or two ago, but now sadly it looks like it closed. And then someone said here, great place to visit. Heard they plan to open in a new location. That would be cool because I never got a chance to visit it. I really would have liked that. So this is kind of some flat Earth tourism for you. And back to Google Trends. I was trying to figure out what the most, I guess the biggest flat Earth, the place where people are searching for the keywords flat Earth most in the US is Minnesota. So that's interesting. But overall, it's, it's all over the US. People are really waking up. And I forget where to click on it, but I think it was showing Australia was a big flat Earth place, and South Africa and South America. It kind of seemed like there was a pattern, like the people that were closest to Antarctica had higher search term counts for flat Earth. So anyway, that's it, and thank you. I am so thankful right now. I'm in California and the smoke is gone. I opened my windows today. I'm still congested. I was sick during the smoke, but thank God there's some rain and clean air I can breathe. I took my first deep breath outside today, and it was amazing. I smelled the wet pavement from the rain. I really like that smell, especially after having to breathe in God knows what I was breathing, to be honest. That was horrible. I've never seen something that bad. For 13 straight days, there was no air. So, thank God it's back. And happy holidays, everyone.